Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to NXT. I am your host and commentator, Nick. We are here live in Indianapolis, Indiana. Thank you for joining me here tonight, folks. If you're here in the live chat, how you doing? Hell, if you're watching outside the live chat, how you doing? We're kicking things off with the NXT General Manager, Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels says he has a special announcement here tonight on NXT, and he seems to be holding a briefcase. He appears to be holding a briefcase. I wonder what could be in that briefcase. But HBK is on his way down to the ring, wasting no time. The NXT GM has something on his mind to share with the audience as he holds up that briefcase. We've got a good stacked show for you tonight, folks. Later on tonight, we got the Revival going head-to-head with Team Taz, and we also got RVD going up against Kenny Omega in a huge dream match. But I wonder what Shawn Michaels has to say here in Indianapolis. This crowd here in Indianapolis is certainly fired up to see the NXT GM HBK. NXT has been on quite the roll as of late, ladies and gentlemen. Raw and SmackDown are probably watching. Oh man, ladies and gentlemen, the Cruiserweight title is officially being retired. And the Cruiserweights in the division can go to any division they want in NXT now. So it's not being retired just tonight. It'll officially be retired at the Great American Bash, folks. A Cruiserweight Open for the Cruiserweight Championship to determine the last ever Cruiserweight Champion at Great American Bash. I do wonder what's in that briefcase, folks. Oh my, that's the NXT United Kingdom Championship. What a great looking title, if I must say so myself, folks. That's a very good and valid question to be asking. Oh boy, a tournament will be held, and the finals will be at the Great American Bash to determine the first ever United Kingdom champion in the series. The person who becomes the last ever Cruiserweight Champion will also get a first dibs championship opportunity against the United Kingdom Champion. Round 1 officially starts next week, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot wait, and I hope you can't either. What an announcement from NXT GM HBK, ladies and gentlemen. The United Kingdom Championship is replacing the Cruiserweight Championship. But we gotta move on. Later, coming up tonight, the Revival will go head-to-head with Team Taz in a rankings match here on NXT. Also in your main event tonight, for the first time ever, we get a true dream match when Rob Van Dam goes one-on-one with Kenny Omega. Two of the world's biggest free agents who are now signed with NXT go head-to-head. And I have received word from NXT General Manager Shawn Michaels earlier this week. The winner of this match will receive an NXT World Championship opportunity against the NXT World Champion Walter next week on the next episode of NXT. Who will walk away as the next challenger for Walter? We'll find out later tonight in the main event. Some strong words from the Lone Wolf Baron Corbin, but welcome back to NXT, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, Akira Tozawa will be in action. He's in the ring right now, awaiting. We're about to see a cruiserweight matchup. As you heard before, Shawn Michaels is getting rid of and retiring the cruiserweight title at the Great American Bash. And all month long, we're going to see some great cruiserweight action. And then we're going to see a cruiserweight open for the title at the Great American Bash. And now we're seeing the debut of another man who's joining the cruiserweight division, Darby Allin. Darby Allin, of course, is being managed by the legendary icon Sting. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, as said by HBK earlier, the cruiserweights will be having a cruiserweight open invitational match at the Great American Bash to determine and find out who the last ever cruiserweight champion for NXT will be. And not only will the last cruiserweight champion be the last ever cruiserweight champion, but that last cruiserweight champion will also have first dibs to be the first challenger to whoever wins the United Kingdom Championship in the tournament finals at the Great American Bash. So a lot is at stake with the cruiserweights over the next month, ladies and gentlemen. And right now we're about to see a pretty good rankings match between Darby Allin and Akira Tozawa. And the bell sounds off. Here we go. We got some cruiserweight action as Allin goes up against Tozawa. And this should be a high intense matchup. Allin already on the lockup. If you're in the live chat right now, who do you got? Do you got Darby Allin to win or Akira Tozawa? And also, who do you like better, Tozawa or Darby? Tozawa, though, looking to get some offense in early in this matchup. But yes, man, some high stakes going on at the Great American Bash, folks, in 5 weeks' time, when the cruiserweights, some of the cruiserweights go in that cruiserweight open invitational match to determine the last ever cruiserweight champion and a float over DDT by Darby. And I know Darby and Akira Tozawa, they'll both be looking to get into that match. And I also wonder what the reigning NXT Cruiserweight Champion Kalisto is thinking with NXT General Manager Shawn Michaels' announcement earlier tonight. He's probably not too happy considering he's champion, but I guess it is what it is, and at least the NXT UK title is replacing it, which is a good thing, and that it's just a great thing, you know. At least the title is being replaced, and like HBK said, the cruiserweights can go wherever they want, and if they feel like they don't want to even be on NXT, HBK said he'll be happy to talk to the other general managers on the other brands and make some trades happen if they feel that NXT isn't the place for them, or if they want to stay on NXT and possibly go for the NXT men's division titles like the North American title and even the NXT World title. I wonder what some of the cruiserweights' decisions will be, as Tozawa now is in on the offensive end. Tozawa now gets him up, and a huge Falcon Arrow just drops Darby Allin. Darby Allin, of course, making his debut tonight here on NXT with his mentor, Sting. Sting, of course, is a legend in the business. Sting is a great wrestler to learn from, and I personally think Darby Allin has a good future, especially if you take advice from a legend and icon like Sting. Of course, Darby Allin is just coming off of a stint he had with AEW. Now he's looking to make it in NXT. And now Darby with a combo of strikes. On Darby with a Irish whip to Tozawa. Trying to knock Tozawa over, but Tozawa counters. Tozawa with a punch in the face. And Tozawa is a veteran at this point for the NXT Cruiserweight division. I mean, it started in around 2016 when the Cruiserweights came back to WWE in the Cruiserweight Open, and then the Cruiserweights were sent to Raw in 2016, and now Tozawa going crazy with the suicide dive to Darby. Tozawa taking out Darby outside the ring, and Tozawa is on fire, folks. Akira Tozawa is on fire. Tozawa now looking, and now Darby Allin throws Tozawa back into the ring. Now Darby looking to go high risk, going to the top rope. What could Darby Allin be thinking here? Darby Allin calling, looking to get fired up, looking to gain momentum in this matchup. Here, and Darby Allin with the high cross body drops down onto Tozawa. And now Darby biting the hand and fingers of Tozawa. What an interesting strategy. And of course, Darby Allin has a different personality, might I say. if I say so myself, ladies and gentlemen. Take that as you will, but either way, Darby Allin is a tremendous athlete, and he could do a lot of different things in the ring. He could do a lot of different athletics and stunts and acrobatics, but Tozawa off the ropes and a drop kick, dropping Darby Allin to the mat, and now a huge running knee right to the face of Darby Allin, and now Tozawa looking to take advantage and flips over Eddie Guerrero style. What a nice move by Tozawa. The late great Eddie Guerrero had that move in his arsenal as well. And once again, thank you for joining me here tonight in Indianapolis, Indiana, folks. If you're in the live chat, I hope you're having a good time, having a grand old time, as Darby Allin takes down Akira Tozawa once again. Let me know your thoughts on the show thus far. Now Darby Allin getting Tozawa back up. Allin now looking to take advantage. And now takes him down. Oh, and drops him, stuns him. Stuns Tozawa. And now going for the cover. Can Darby Allin get the win? Can he get it? And no. Tozawa kicks out at 2. Tozawa is able to get the shoulder up. And now Darby Allin looking to keep on attacking. But Tozawa counters with a punch to the face. Tozawa turns him around and now drops him head first. Dang. That looked like it didn't look so well, folks. And now Akira Tozawa. Oh, and a strike right to the mouth. Pops him right in the jaw. Darby taking some damage as Sting looks on. And now huge brain buster by Tozawa. Nice move by Tozawa. Now Tozawa with a huge kick to the back. Goodness. And now drops him, oh, back first. Dropping across the ribs and sternum of Darby Allin. And once again, another one. Dropping back first. Akira Tozawa looking to use his body. And just the way his body is built, he's just able to take and absorb a lot of damage, because the type of daredevil that Akira Tozawa is crazy. And now Tozawa with the huge shining wizard right to the mouth. But Darby Allin is a daredevil as well, folks. Don't get that twisted. And now Tozawa fired up, going to the top. Tozawa's going to be looking for it. Can he get it? Tozawa goes to the top. Can he get it? And this crowd is going crazy for Tozawa. Can he get it? Oh, but Darby Allin counters, gets the knees up on Tozawa. And now just puts his head right into the body, uses his head as like a battering ram, and takes him down. And now Darby looking to take advantage. Darby Allin now got him in a huge sunset flip bomb right to Akira Tozawa. Darby Allin looking to take advantage. Can Darby do it? As Sting looks on, pleased. And now Darby Allin tries to get Akira Tozawa in the corner. And now Darby going to the top rope. And now Darby with a huge coffin drop. Coffin drop right onto Akira Tozawa. And the ref counts. Can Darby get it? 2, 3. Yes, Darby Allin victorious in his debut here on NXT. What a matchup. What a rankings matchup for the Cruiserweight division here on NXT. What a way to represent the Cruiserweight division while it's on its last legs and last month here in WWE NXT. But Tozawa and Darby just put on a show, folks. They just put on a clinic. But Darby Allin victorious here tonight. And Sting seems to be really happy about this. Sting teaching his protege well, as Darby Allin connected with that coffin drop, elbow drop. And of course, Darby Allin just taking home the W here tonight, folks. Not too shabby, as Akira Tozawa is back up, folks. Akira Tozawa is back up, and now Darby looking to extend a hand, and Tozawa accepts. And these two have respect for one another. I have respect for them too. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got some cameras set up backstage, and we found these two, Tim Thatcher and Karrion Kross, who debuted last week. These two are going at each other's throats right now in the parking lot. They're battling each other. Kross and Thatcher just going at each other. And last week we saw Kross debut here on NXT, and he would attack Chad Gable and Tim Thatcher, but he'd put more emphasis on his attack on Tim Thatcher, and he'd hit not one but 2 Doomsday Saito's last week. on Tim Thatcher, and now these two are brawling once again in the parking lot. And then we also saw Karrion Kross deliver a Doomsday Saito to legendary Arn Anderson, who was taken to a medical hospital last week. After then, speaking of the Doomsday Saito, Kross hits it again on Tim Thatcher, this time on the concrete ground. Wait a minute, there's WWE Backstage agent Matt Hardy, folks. Hardy perhaps looking to get the situation under control. Then wait a minute, no, Karrion Kross, what are you doing? And now a huge Doomsday Saito to WWE agent Matt Hardy. Oh my gosh, what has gone into Kross, folks? I don't know what has gone into this man. Ever since he debuted, he's just been attacking people left and right. Doesn't matter if you're a superstar like Tim Thatcher or a WWE agent like Matt Hardy or Arn Anderson. This guy is out of control, man. It is out of control. NXT General Manager Shawn Michaels needs to do something about this, and we need some doctors out there. We need medical attention for these two right now. Such a despicable act. My goodness, folks. Karrion Kross is out of control, folks, but we gotta move on. It's now time to see some tag team action, some 2-on-2 action. It's time to see the Revival, an NXT veteran tag team. The quote-unquote greatest NXT tag team of all time, according to, well, the Revival themselves. They'll tell you that all day. But some people might agree, and it's hard to debate, it's hard to argue with that, folks. The Revival have done a lot of good things in NXT. I mean, just a couple weeks ago, they were at NXT TakeOver in your house, and they were in a triangle ladder match with Breeze and Curtis, and the NXT Tag Team Champions, only Lorcan and Danny Burch. But we're about to see another rankings match right now, as the Revival get tested once again. Even though they're bruised and battered, they're still going to go head-to-head with Team Taz. Yes, that's right, folks. Team Taz has spread to WWE, and Team Taz has taken over, and Taz now is just building an army of superstars in the WWE who feel like they deserve better. And it all starts tonight with the bastard Neville and Bronson Reed, thick boy Bronson Reed, might I add. And they're representing Team Taz here tonight. Taz building empires and building assassins. It says on the shirts, folks. And tonight, their first target are probably the most legendary tag team in NXT history, the Revival. It's going to be a true test for both of these teams, but especially Team Taz, as thick boy Bronson Reed and Neville, who's also an NXT veteran, might I add. Neville is back in NXT, and he's an NXT vet, but we'll see who comes out on top here tonight in this rankings tag team match. But Team Taz, man, Bronson Reed and Neville, they're not playing around, folks. They do not look like they're in the mood to play games. They're looking like they just want to bust some skulls and defeat the Revival here tonight. We'll see what happens, and of course Taz, has that smirk on his face. Taz just building his own army of assassins. It's crazy, ladies and gentlemen. The match is about to start up right now. And the bell sounds off, folks. Here we go. Two vicious and hungry tag teams in NXT. Even though the Revival are NXT veterans, they are still hungry. They want another shot at the NXT tag team titles. Last week, they talked to us all. They talked to the fans. They talked to everyone. They don't really like the fans. They don't care what anyone thinks. But they did have a message for everyone last week. That includes me and you watching at home. They said that they are taking the titles from Lorcan and Burch soon, and they want another shot. And so they're getting the opportunity to prove it here tonight, as they go up against a very up-and-coming tag team like Neville and Bronson Reed, as Neville takes down Scott Dawson right away. But it's going to be quite the challenge for both these teams. The Revival have that veteran presence, and Team Taz, they have that hungriness. They have hunger in them to succeed. They have the will to succeed. And now Puncher, oh no, Scott Dawson counters. Real kick, and now tags in, making the tag to Dash Wilder. And now, wait a minute. Neville going to the corner, and now, oh boy. Tags in thick, boy, Bronson Reed. And now Dash Wilder has to face Bronson Reed. What did you do to deserve this, Wilder? Now Wilder sprints, but oh, gets a big boot right to the mouth. Sprinted right towards Bronson Reed, but got a big boot right to the face and a huge shoulder tackle. All that weight of Bronson Reed adds that weight, and it'll knock Scott Dawson off the apron. Getting fired up right away. Oh, and an elbow right across the head. And you know Bronson Reed is a huge positive in strength for Team Taz. I think Taz is a very intelligent man, especially for choosing someone to the likes of Bronson Reed, a young and hungry talent who's just a big boy. He's a thick boy. And now Bronson Reed, oh, the chop, taking down Wilder. Wilder, of course, heavily taped up after being involved in that stunt at Takeover in Your House when he was dangling from 20 feet high, hanging on, trying to grab the tag belts. But then only Lorcan will go to the top rope and spear him down off the strap and railings up there 20 feet. And then only Lorcan would retain the tag titles for Lorcan and Birch. And Wilder took a good amount of damage in that matchup. Everyone took a good amount of damage in that matchup. You have to wonder if that triangle ladder match took some years off of all 6 of those guys' lives. But Wilder is still competing here tonight, so props and respect to him. But he is heavily taped up after taking a lot of damage. Now Bronson Reed with a punch, trying to damage Dash Wilder even more. And now tags in Neville. Neville now with a punch right to the taped midsection. Takes him, and dumps him around the back of his head. Goodness gracious, ladies and gentlemen. And if you're in the live chat, who do you got? Do you got the Revival, or do you got Team Taz? And who are you a fan of? Do you like the Revival? Do you like Team Taz? What do you think of Team Taz spreading into WWE? It started in AEW, and now it's taken over WWE. And now WWE talents have joined, and now tags in Scott Dawson. And here's that chemistry, that veteran presence I was talking about. That chemistry, that teamwork that the Revival possess. And a huge leg drop just helps them in a variety of ways. And could help him secure the W here tonight. We'll have to see, though, as Scott Dawson continuously punches the face of Neville. Just trying to cave in. Is he trying to break his nose or something? Jeez, calm down, Scott Dawson. Calm down, man. Jeez, Neville taking some damage right now on a huge punch. Huge knuckle sandwich right to the face. And now, seemingly going for, a huge backbreaker. Drops him right on his back. Hey, also, guys, I'm curious to know, what do you guys think about the news we got as Scott Dawson locks in a sleeper hold on Neville. Neville is trapped in a sleeper hold. Could Dawson be making him go to sleep? Taz, of course, looking on, a bit concerned right there. The referee checking on Neville to see if he's doing okay, and Neville gets out. But I'm curious to see, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about the latest WWE 2K22 news? In my opinion, bro, I think 2K22 might be that game. I don't want to jinx it, but I think this might be the year we have a fun wrestling game again. I could be wrong, but I really don't think so. What do you think about the My GM mode news? What do you think about the My Rise stuff? What do you think about Rey Mysterio being the cover? What do you think about the NWO edition, the digital edition, the deluxe edition? What do you think about all those? In fact, what edition are you getting? I know I already pre-ordered the NWO edition on PS5 because that's what I play on PS5. And so I got the digital NWO edition mainly to get that playable Eric Bischoff, to be honest with you. But let me know what you think about that news. It's getting closer, ladies and gentlemen. Release is getting closer, and I will be uploading UniverseMode. I'm even going to be getting into UniverseMode tutorials this year because I'm no UniverseMode expert, but I do have some good tips to give beginners for people who are about to start. But I'm so excited for WWE 2K22, folks. I'm going to be uploading. Hopefully you subscribe and join the ride because this is only the beginning of the content. I know it's tough watching WWE 2K19 right now, but it's just what it's going to be until the next game comes out. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on WWE games, and WWE 2K22. Are you happy about Rey Mysterio being the cover? Because I know I am. I'm fine with it. There's some people who have a problem with it. I personally don't. Yeah, let me know your thoughts. But let's get back into this match as Wilder and Scott Dawson putting in the work on Neville. Neville's taking a good amount of damage. Neville, of course, is an NXT veteran, much like the Revival. Neville, former NXT World Champion. Very good accolades. And of course, when Neville switched brands and went to the main roster, he became the #1 cruiserweight in the division and in the world, basically. And he earned the nickname the King of the Cruiserweights. So the King of the Cruiserweights is looking to bring that presence. Hopefully he can bring that version of himself in this fight, in this match, because right now he's taking a good amount of damage. While they're looking to gain momentum and keep the offense going on Neville. And I think a good strategy would be to keep Bronson Reed out of this match, because he's a big threat, literally and figuratively. As Dash Wilder now gets Neville and drops him knee first, drops him spine first. That didn't look like it felt good, folks. It just didn't. And now Wilder going for a count. Can he get the win? Can he get the pin? No, Neville kicked out. The King of the Cruiserweights able to get the shoulder up. Now Dash Wilder looking to kick him down once again. Now Wilder setting up. Could he be thinking for a one-person shatter machine? And no. Neville counters and drops him on his head. Neville, great counter by Neville. And oh man, tags in Bronson Reed. Thick boy is back in. And now Bronson Reed gets Wilder up. And now a huge running power bomb. Jesus. Just drops Wilder back first on the mat. Bronson Reed putting in work now. Back in the match. Thick boy with the big boot. Bronson Reed now. Got him up on his shoulders. And now drops Wilder. And now drops, and just drops all that weight down once again onto the bruised midsection and ribs of Wilder. And now kick to the gut. Bronson Reed on fire, building momentum in this matchup. Bronson Reed representing Team Taz. Taz, of course, I think made a genius decision to get this guy in Team Taz. And Bronson Reed fired up, taunting, and now rolls, oh my gosh, all that body weight right into the corner as Wilder was seated in the corner. And now Bronson Reed got him. Now Bronson Reed with the huge Death Valley driver. Goodness gracious. Drops Wilder. Wilder taking some damage now as Scott Dawson looks on. And now Bronson Reed looking to attack. Oh no, but Scott Dawson able to pop him in the jaw. Reed stunned a little bit. Oh, but now what? Oh man. And Dawson now. Dawson able to kick him down, and now Dash Wilder going to take advantage. Oh, and a huge clothesline taking down Bronson Reed. But smart strategy by Dawson, damaging Bronson Reed so that Wilder could take advantage. Oh, but Bronson Reed counters. Bronson Reed grabs him. Oh, and a huge headbutt right to the head, right to the forehead. Oh, and Scott Dawson once again. Bronson Reed looking to he's getting a little frustrated, you could tell. Scott Dawson able to counter every time. But Wilder was unable to capitalize this time. And now Bronson Reed, Irish whip right into the corner. Bronson Reed with another, another headbutt just drops him with the huge headbutt. That head, of course, wouldn't feel good at all. And now huge, just drops with a huge body slam. Looking a little bit like a World's Strongest Slam by WWE legend Mark Henry, but Bronson Reed. Oh no, Thick boy now taunting in the face of Scott Dawson. Scott Dawson looks frightened now. And now he finally grabs Dawson, and grabs him. Drops him right in the ring. Man, and now huge, looking to attack Dash Wilder on a punch right to the skull. Dropping him right down. And now dragging his body to the center of the ring. Big man going to the top rope. Could he be thinking tsunami? Going to the top. Oh, but Wilder able to get the knees up. That would have been bad for Dash Wilder to get those taped ribs jumped on from a couple feet up high from the top rope by a tsunami. That would have he would have been dead. And a huge one-man shatter machine right to Bronson Reed as he go for the counter. Can he get the win? Wilder looking to get the win by pinning Bronson Reed. The ref counts and Bronson Reed gets the shoulder up. A kick out by Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed able to kick out. Wilder going a little frustrated. And a huge DDT right to Bronson Reed. Dash Wilder now. Gets Reed back up. Can Wilder capitalize? An uppercut right to the face. And Wilder looking for a DDT once again, but this time Bronson Reed able to counter. Bronson Reed now grabs, and drops him face first. Right on the mat. And now tags in Neville. Tags in the bastard Neville. The NXT vet back in the match. Neville now, an inverted DDT. Dropping Dash Wilder. Neville, of course, the tilt-a-whirl punch right to the face. Neville looking to take advantage of Bronson Reed's damage done to Dash Wilder. And now Neville, scrapes the face and eyes of Wilder and a kick right to the back. The King of the Cruiserweights is willing to win in any means necessary. I think the King of the Cruiserweights is also a genius decision of a member to add to Team Taz by Taz himself. Another genius pick. Team Taz is only expanding, folks, and this is the first full display. 2 members of Team Taz able to show off their abilities here tonight in this tag team rankings match against, some would say once again, the greatest tag team to grace NXT. And now Wilder going to the second rope. And Wilder capitalizes, and drops double axe handle right to the face of Neville. And now tags in Dawson. Dawson gonna look to take advantage now himself. Dawson gets Neville up. Punch right to the face. Dawson looking for a back body drop, but Neville counters. Neville, and drops Dawson. Able to counter and get Dawson stunned on the ground. And now Neville dragging Dawson's body. And now Neville, Neville, the King of the Cruiserweights, locking in the Rings of Saturn. The Rings of Saturn is locked in. The Rings of Saturn. Will Dawson give up? The Rings of Saturn is locked in. The King of the Cruiserweights has got it cinched in tight. Can he win it? Will he submit? Will Dawson tap? And no. Dawson able to get out of it. No. Elbows right to the skull of the King of the Cruiserweights. That was crazy. That was quick. That was a close one and a huge float over DDT. That match could have been a GG if Scott Dawson tapped right there, or if he started to fade a little bit. Dawson luckily able to get out. Dawson with a kick right to the sternum. And just a running clothesline right into the corner. Scott Dawson now. Dawson grabbing Neville. What do you be thinking here? And now Dawson drops him down with a variation of a powerbomb once again. Dropping Neville. Neville beginning to take some damage once again. And huge elbow smash right to the head of the bastard as Wilder looks on. And now Scott Dawson gets him over the apron. And now just pounding the chest of Neville in variations of kicks and strikes. Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder, of course, an old school tag team, veteran tag team. They have an old school brawling style. They're fighters, as it says on them. The fist. And now Dawson got the inverted figure 4 locked in. The inverted figure 4 is cinched in on the King of the Cruiserweights. Will the King of the Cruiserweights tap out? Will Neville tap in? No, Neville able to break it up and stop it before he could take a lot of damage to his legs. Of course, his legs got to be a little bit damaged. And now Neville fired up. Neville's fired up. Dawson trying to fight back, but Neville is fired up now. Neville with a kick right to the leg. The King of the Cruiserweights is fired up now. Neville counters once again with a strike. And now Neville fired up, looking to come back into the matchup. And a huge super kick right to the mouth. Drops him. The King of the Cruiserweights, the bastard, on fire here, folks. Neville now turns around. Inverted Hurricane Rana, inverted Frankensteiner. Goodness gracious. And looking to try to knock off Wilder, but Wilder again, the revival, too smart. Too smart for, not that Neville and Bronson Reed aren't smart, as Wilder that time gets knocked off the apron. But now Neville going to the top rope. Could he be looking for it? Scott Dawson is stunned. And now Neville goes up the top and a huge red arrow. The red arrow to Dawson. Can he get it? Can he get it? No, Dawson kicks out. What a tag team match. What a classic we're getting right now, folks. This classic tag team match. Scott Dawson able to get the shoulder up. Neville is shocked and in disbelief. Neville looking to attack though. Oh, but changes his mind. Cannot believe Dawson kicked out of that one, folks. But when you've got veteran presence like that, it's not shocking. Oh, a huge chop block right to the leg of Neville. And now Dawson is staring at Brunson Reed and knocks Brunson right off. And now Dawson looking to take advantage. Can he do it? Can he take advantage? Irish whip into the corner. Now looking. And now tags in Dash Wilder. What could he be thinking here? And now Dawson with the huge Shatter Machine. The Revival with the Shatter Machine. Shatter Machine to Neville. Shatter Machine to the King of the Cruiserweights. Can they win? Can they take advantage? Yes. The Revival victorious here tonight. What a match, ladies and gentlemen. What a tag team classic, folks. Man, just two hard-hitting teams going at it. And it's the Revival walking out with the W here tonight, folks. What a tag team match. What a showcase for both teams. But it is the Revival winning this rankings match. And you know, Lorcan and Birch are watching closely. And Curtis and Breeze are watching closely. The entire NXT tag team division had their eyes glued to the screen for this match. The veteran presence helps them win here tonight. The Revival victorious right here in Indianapolis. What a match, folks. What a match. We've found more camera footage backstage, ladies and gentlemen. More chaos backstage, this time in the interview area right next to it. This time, Bo Dallas and Jon Moxley. These guys had a match at TakeOver in Your House as well. They fought in a hardcore match, but it seems Bo Dallas is not happy about taking the loss, as he was thrown through a flaming table at TakeOver in Your House. But now Moxley trying to fight back, but Bo Dallas counters once again. Bo Dallas now has Mox, and now Bo Dallas taking Mox, dragging Mox. Where's Bo Dallas going? Uh-oh, and it looks like they're coming out here, folks. They're coming out to the arena, folks. Bo Dallas has Jon Moxley held hostage. Bo Dallas looking to bring Moxley out to the arena. Here they are. They're out here, but now Moxley once again trying to fight back. Moxley and Bo have made it personal with one another. And Mox, of course, he got the win at TakeOver in Your House. But I can just tell Bo Dallas is not happy about that. The chaos started with Karrion Kross and Tim Thatcher. Now it's just continued with Bo Dallas and Moxley. The chaos we've seen here tonight is absolutely crazy. Where's Bo Dallas going? Oh, no, Bo Dallas, no, Bo, don't do it. He just set the table on fire. What the hell is this? Bo Dallas, of course, went through a flaming table at TakeOver in Your House, but now he has Mox, and oh no, he's going towards the flame. He's got Moxley, stuns Mox against the table. No, Bo, you son of a bitch. No, oh my gosh, holy crap. Oh my gosh, Bo Dallas, no. He just put Moxley through a flaming table. Oh my gosh, this sick and twisted son of a bitch, Bo Dallas. Oh my gosh, Moxley has been set on fire. He went through a flaming table, and now he's done. He's done for, ladies and gentlemen. Moxley is out of it. Bo Dallas with the despicable act, putting Mox through the flaming table. My goodness, ladies and gentlemen, goodness gracious. This disgusting SOB Bo Dallas, this psychopath. The next time we are live on pay-per-view, folks, on this channel will be the next Raw and SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view. Another Raw and SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view known as Vengeance. Vengeance is coming in a couple weeks, and you are not going to want to miss it, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to want to like, comment, subscribe if you're new, and turn on those notifications, and make sure you make the premiere coming up soon. Thank you guys for the support, but you are not going to want to miss Vengeance for Raw and SmackDown coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, Jon Moxley is currently being helped and being taken to a local medical facility. He needs to be checked out right now for any potential injuries he must have or could have. But it is now time for your main event as Kenny Omega goes one-on-one with RVD in a dream match. We are here to see Kenny Omega's second ever match here in the WWE and here on NXT. Last week we saw Kenny Omega take on a veteran, and not only NXT, but WWE as a whole, the Celtic Warrior Sheamus, who was a former #1 contender for Walter's NXT World Championship. And Kenny Omega won his debut match last week on NXT against Sheamus and made quite the impact. Of course, we saw Kenny Omega debut at TakeOver in Your House after Walter was victorious. And Kenny's going to get the chance to show what he's all about tonight as he goes up against Rob Van Dam, another legend in the business, an absolute legend. But Kenny Omega has been quoted as the greatest and best free agent in the world on the planet today, and Shawn Michaels was able to work out a contract with him here on NXT. Kenny Omega isn't the only big free agent that was signed at TakeOver in Your House, folks. Another man was signed at NXT TakeOver in Your House, and that man is ECW and WWE legend Rob Van Dam, and Impact Wrestling TNA legend as well. But I mean, we're mostly gonna talk about WWE and ECW on this channel. Sorry, not sorry. But Rob Van Dam was revealed to be the mystery partner to the Rhodes brothers at TakeOver in Your House, and he helped them secure a W over the Inner Circle, Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara, and Jack Swagger. And Rob Van Dam is officially back full-time, folks, on NXT. He chose the black and gold brand because he respects what NXT is all about. He respects the fighting style of NXT. He respects the technicality of NXT and the physicality of NXT. And he's ready to go up against the best free agent on planet Earth right now. Well, former free agent. And the bell sounds off, folks. Here we go. It is time for your main event. In one corner you got Omega, and on the other corner you got Rob Van Dam, two of the biggest free agents before TakeOver in Your House that have been signed to NXT, as Omega already trying to get into the head and play mind games with Van Dam. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, the two biggest free agents going one-on-one, former free agents, and who both made their return/debut at TakeOver in Your House, thanks to NXT General Manager Shawn Michaels. If you're in the live chat right now, folks, who do you got for this one? Do you got Rob Van Dam or Kenny Omega? And who? I know this is going to be a tough question, and now RVD getting into the head of Kenny Omega. And this is going to be a tough question to answer, but who do you like better, Kenny Omega or RVD? How do you choose, man? How do you choose who you like better? Van Dam, of course, a legend in this business, but Omega is a legend in this business in places outside of WWE and ECW. RVD, of course, though, made an impact, no pun intended, to be for TNA, but he made an impact in ECW and WWE. And Omega drops him right at Omega, looking to gain momentum early on in this matchup. And I've also received word, folks, by NXT General Manager Shawn Michaels earlier this week that the winner of this match will receive an NXT World Championship match next week, next episode of NXT, against Walter for the NXT World Championship. High stakes in this matchup as Van Dam springboards off the ropes and hits one of those ninja kicks right on Kenny Omega. And you have to wonder the strengths and weaknesses of each man. Oh, Rob Van Dam takes him down. RVD, of course, has a lot of accolades in ECW and WWE. ECW champion, WWE champion. Hell, he even held both at one point in time at the same time. And he was also an Intercontinental champion, tag team champion, the second ever Money in the Bank winner as Omega hits a backbreaker over Rob Van Dam. Omega, though, his accomplishments aren't too shabby. I mean, he's been in the business a while, but not nearly as much as RVD. So he still has a lot left in the tank and a lot left to prove. But Kenny Omega, he's willing to fight anybody, and he's willing to back up his statements. His RVD now, Irish whip, now off the ropes. RVD looking to attack, and now, another kick, taking down Omega. But Omega said last week, a standing moonsault to Omega. Omega said last week that he's fought the best all over the world. He's fought the Tanahashis, the Jerichos. He's faced everybody. He's faced everyone there is. He's faced every type of competitor there is to face, whether it's Tanahashi or Jericho or AJ Styles, whoever it is. But my question for Omega would be, have you ever faced Rob Van Dam? No, you haven't. So it's another challenge, but it's the next step, next chapter in Kenny Omega's career. And the next challenger, I mean, this is like one of those matchups you just don't see often, folks. This is like one of those Wrestle Kingdom Tokyo Dome matches, to be honest. Rob Van Dam, I don't know if he'll ever go to New Japan. We'll have to wait and see on that. But Rob Van Dam looking to get momentum going once again, attacking Omega. Of course, this is a dream match of all dream match, folks. Oh, but now Rob Van Dam looking to take advantage of him, just trying to attack the midsection of Omega. Of course, high stakes in this matchup, folks. You know Walter was watching closely. The NXT World Champion was competitive, and he was victorious over Sheamus at Takeover in Your House. Hard-fought bout. Last week, Kenny Omega also said he's going straight for Walter. Last week, he didn't even want to face someone like RVD. He just wanted to go face to face with Walter for the NXT World title right away, as Omega now through the second rope with a drop kick right to the outside of the ring. And now Omega playing to this crowd here in Indianapolis. Indianapolis is soaking this match up, folks. RVD counters, though. RVD looking to place Omega over the barricade. What's he thinking now? Van Dam punching, trying to attack Omega. Now Van Dam going to the apron. What is Van Dam thinking right here, folks? Van Dam possibly looking to go high risk, and a huge corkscrew leg drop over the barricade right onto Kenny Omega. And that did not look like it hurt. Kenny Omega crashing, burned over the barricade to the floor. And now Rob Van Dam looking to take advantage here as he takes Omega's body, puts it back right into the ring. Van Dam looking to take advantage. A high impact move, taking out Omega. And now Rob Van Dam grabbing Omega's body, looking to drag it to the center of the ring. Van Dam now going for the cover. Can he get the victory? Referee counts. Has Van Dam won this match? No, Omega kicks out at 2. Impressive move by Van Dam, but it was not enough for Omega to stay down. Omega's still kicking. RVD, Omega counters. Omega runs at him in a spinning DDT. Goodness gracious, drops Van Dam face first, head first on the mat. And now Kenny Omega Irish whip into the corner. Kenny Omega, chop right to the chest. And another chop right to the chest. Omega now looking. Gets Van Dam up on his shoulders. Props him on the top turnbuckle. Omega, what could Omega be thinking here? Omega looking to go high risk once again. Omega going to the very top rope. Now grabs RVD in a suplex position and a huge superplex right to the mat. Both Omega and Van Dam crashing to the mat after that superplex. Omega now looking to get Van Dam up. Omega now, not Van Dam, looking to go for a powerbomb, but Van Dam counters. Van Dam with the counter, and just double kick right to the leg, taking down Omega once again. This fast-paced, high-impact matchup, this true dream match, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me here once again in Indianapolis. as RVD looking to put the work in. RVD, of course, is a big influence to everyone all across the world. Doesn't matter what type of fan you are. Doesn't matter if you're a little kid, if you're an old Attitude Era or Ruthless Aggression Era fan. The point is, you love Rob Van Dam, and you loved trying to perform his moves that normally WWE would say do not try at home as a little kid, but you tried it anyways, because Rob Van Dam was that dude. But Kenny Omega is that guy right now, because he's looking, could he be going for V-trigger? Oh, but Rob Van Dam ducks out of the way. Rob Van Dam gets out of the way, and a huge kick right to the gut, Jesus. And Rob Van Dam now looking to take advantage. And Rob Van Dam with a spinning heel kick right to Omega. Goodness gracious, drops Omega. Goes for the pin. Can he get the win? Has Van Dam done it? No, Omega kicks out. Omega kicks out. An impressive spinning heel kick, but it wasn't enough once again. And now, Rob Van Dam looking to get Omega. And now Rob Van Dam grabs the arm of Omega. And now flips Omega. Oh, impressive leg strength by RVD right there. RVD, of course, looking to get a win back. Both these guys have a huge string of momentum. Of course, Omega has a bit more experience this week because he was in a match with Sheamus last week. RVD might have a little bit of ring rust, you never know. Omega is just coming off of a win against Sheamus last week, and RVD is coming off a win at TakeOver in Your House, as he and the Rhodes Brothers teamed up to defeat the Inner Circle. And now Kenny Omega setting up. Kenny Omega's setting up. Can he connect with it? Can he get it? Oh, but RVD counters. RVD kick to the leg, and now RVD with a huge inverted DDT drops Kenny Omega. And now RVD dragging Kenny Omega's body to the center of the ring. And now RVD with the huge rolling thunder right to Omega. And now Van Dam going to the top rope. Can he connect with it? Van Dam looking for the 5-star frog splash. No, Omega gets the knees up. Omega able to get the knees up. Can Omega capitalize a huge clothesline to Van Dam? Omega now setting up. Could be looking for. Could he get it? Can he connect with it? Now gets Van Dam on top of his shoulders. And Omega with the huge one-winged angel. One-winged angel to Van Dam. Has he won the match? Yes. No. No, RVD kicks out. The veteran RVD kicks out. The ECW legend kicks out. My goodness, ladies and gentlemen. Kenny Omega, though, continuing to get fired up. And looking to come back into this match. And huge super kick right to the face. Kenny Omega now looking to stalk his prey. Kenny Omega's got those crazy eyes now. Kenny Omega is looking for it. Can he connect? And a huge V-trigger. V-trigger to Van Dam. V-trigger to Van Dam. And now setting up once again. Looking for the one-winged angel again, but Van Dam counters again. Van Dam able to get out of it. Van Dam looking to attack on Kenny Omega. Looks straight at Kenny Omega. Another spinning heel kick. Spinning heel kick. And now Van Dam. Van Dam going to the top. Can he connect with it? Van Dam looking for 5-star frog splash. 5-star frog splash. Goes for the cover. Has he won the match? Has Van Dam done it? And no, Omega kicks out. Omega kicks out. These two are going back and forth in this matchup. Who wants it more? It's all about an NXT title opportunity. That's what it's all about in this match, folks. Neither man can afford a loss in this match. Oh, and Rob Van Dam looking to take advantage. RVD, and a super kick right to the face. RVD looking to capitalize once again. RVD with the huge rolling thunder. Rolling thunder to Omega. And now Rob Van Dam going to the top. Going to the top. Rob Van Dam looking for 5-star. Once again, Omega gets the knees up again. Omega gets the knees up again. Omega now punch to the face. Omega gets Van Dam up. Now Omega with the huge electric chair German suplex. Electric chair German suplex to Van Dam. And now Omega looking to capitalize. Omega now once again gets Van Dam on his shoulders. Now Kenny Omega with the huge one-winged angel once again. One-winged angel. Can Kenny Omega do what the ref counts? And yes! Omega wins this high-intensity, fast-paced matchup. Kenny Omega 2-0 in WWE now. What a great effort by both men. These two put their bodies on the line in this matchup, but Omega comes out victorious here tonight. Rob Van Dam tried his best. Omega also tried his best. Omega came out on top. RVD, still great in ring. Both these in-ring performers just put their bodies on the line. But Omega gets a title opportunity next week against Walter. Walter's watching this closely, I just know it. Kenny Omega victorious here tonight, and he gets a World Championship matchup against Walter next week's episode of NXT. It's gonna be insane, ladies and gentlemen. What an impressive win for Kenny the Cleaner Omega. And wait a minute, speaking of Walter, these two will square off next week for the NXT World Championship. The richest prize on NXT. Wait a minute, Walter with the huge powerbomb to Omega. Walter has just struck the ring general with a powerbomb to Kenny Omega. The NXT World Champion has just struck the contender for next week. Kenny Omega is down, and now wait a minute, Walter now trying to call his boys for backup, looking to put more damage on Kenny Omega. Omega's fighting back though. Omega's got a lot of heart and fight left in him, and a punch right to Marcel Alba, Fabian Eichner, and the rest of Imperium here helping Walter, and now these three ganging up on Kenny Omega. Walter has just left Omega laying. Is this what we're going to see next week? And wait a minute, Jericho now. There's Chris Jericho looking. Chris Jericho, of course, was part of the Inner Circle, and now he's attacking RVD. And now huge code breaker to RVD. Code breaker to RVD. Damn it. Code breaker to RVD. And now Jericho with the Lion Tamer. The Lion Tamer locked in on RVD outside the ring. Chris Jericho has snapped. Y2J with the attack on RVD.